Today we're going to discuss the inspection of one of your best friends when working from heights, your safety harness. When you get your safety harness, you want to check all of the buckles, clasps, D-rings, all of the metal parts for rust and corrosion, nicks, welds, cuts, different parts. This one's brand new, so this one we hopefully won't find too much wrong with it. But check out all your metal parts, get a good look at all the main parts, your D-ring here on the back that you're connected to your lanyard with. Make sure that's good. Check all the stitching. Some of this stuff has rip stitching in it to let you know, like here, if that's pulled apart, then it's been exposed to a fall, a shock. So that tab will be gone. Do not use. Don't write on your harness with Sharpies and whatnot. They have a tag here for your name if you need to mark your name on it. It's got the padded belt. Got your side D-rings for a positioning device. You've got your belly chains hooked on that. Check those out real well. Your buckles, clasps, make sure they work freely. Like I said, the webbing. You want to feel your harness. Rub your fingers across it too, because sometimes you can feel things that you can't see with your eyes. Make sure that it's all in good shape. You want to look for burns, discoloration, thread wear, all that stuff in this thing. Make sure that everything is in good fashion when you store it, and store it by hanging it. Here is a couple of examples of bad ones that would not pass an inspection. This one you can see is pretty old. It's been well used, but it's got some glue or something on here. It's got a chemical burn, kind of burnt through it right there. I don't know if you can see that real well, but I can pass it around and show you. But I think that's about the only problem with this one, other than looks kind of beat up, but the parts are all there. Feels pretty good. They wrote on it, but that was before they had the system to tag it for yourself. They could have written on here, but that's just the belt part. He's got a couple spots where he wrote on this one. This one was donated to us by somebody that did the inspection properly and found that burn. Took it out of service. So when you find something wrong with your harness, it needs to be taken out of service immediately. So that one's junk. This one here has seen much better days. This guy's got rust all over, which depending on how depth the rust is, and I'm no metallurgist, but I don't think that a little surface rust is going to hurt much, but it doesn't look good. You got different parts here that are attached and scraggled. Lots of little burns on here from welding and whatnot. You can feel all the stitching popped loose from just tiny little burns. They must have did a lot of grinding with this harness on. But the buckles all look decent. They work well. They clip together, unclip. So other than the fact that you'd probably fall out of it if you fell, it doesn't look too bad. So, but that's basically what we want to look for. You want to look for, like, this shows wear. I mean, you want to look for wear and tear. So I don't see any stitching that's torn loose per se, but there's a lot of wear and a lot of burns and some rust. So this one was taken out of service because it was time. They say they have a 3 to 5 year shelf life on them after you open them up and start using them. So they'll have a date on them somewhere. The newer ones do. I don't know if this one does. I don't see it anywhere on it, but so that is what you're going to look for when you inspect your harness. Make sure you check for burns, cuts, nicks, abrasions, loose threads, popped seams. Find any of that stuff, take it out of service. These are bad. This is good. So wear these, wear this one, and not the junk ones. That's good.